What's up, Facebook? It is Motu Joe, and I've got some fun stuff. Said it was going to be a while before I did the next video, but there were a few things that I had actually ordered and done in process that I had forgotten about, and I'm actually going to get the stream going here. FYI, here's a cool little trick. It's my old phone. It's still Wi-Fi works, so I'm just using it as my feed. And something else that I've been doing, which I'm just having fun with it, is I've been running a, here we go, now I can see the live feed. I've been running a 360 turntable of some of the figures, and I'm going to continue to do that just because I kind of like it. It's kind of funny. I accidentally turned off the camera, but you know, I've already had a couple requests for laser lights. I've sold my loose laser lights, so I plan on, I've got accessories and some other things for it, but I've got a sealed laser light, and it doesn't balance well on it. I've got some friends that's got some stuff as well that I can probably get my hands on and we can try. Phone is going crazy right now. Sorry. This is a really, really janky phone, so I apologize. At any rate, so fun stuff. What did I get? All right. Well, here is some fun stuff that I have unveiled. Cards and instructions. Snake face card back. It's pretty cool. You know, there was quite a few things in here that I didn't realize I actually had sitting around. The meteor orbs, which by the way, I don't have. Trying to get those all sealed on card is a pain in the ass, or it's very expensive. And those that know me know that I try to be thrifty on how I go about my my shopping. So anyway, these are just basic instructions. I got some things that I actually forgot that I kind of had lying around. But one of the things that I got, then talk about being thrifty, it came from overseas. I was really excited to get these. I don't know how I missed them before. It's from the same seller. I had got these, and they're really cool little notebooks, and or I should say binders. And on the back is a unique comic that I haven't really seen, or, you know, I haven't before. But anyway, there were two other ones, and I got two of them. And the artwork on these is different than what I'm used to seeing. And in particular, on the back, these are Mattel. But inside there's nothing special. There's a little bit of art inside. But I picked up a couple of these because it came from Italy. I didn't want to just get one. And then I don't like the new adventures so much, but I'm I guess somewhat of a completist. I couldn't pass up an unused school book. And I mean, the Space Mutants are pretty ridiculous, but that, I love him, so I had to get it. All right, ask the group, you know, you kind of reach out to your community, you ask for what you can find. You guys have seen the toy room before. I'll show it again in other clips, but I've got the whole line loose, save Wonder Bread, and I think that might be it. I think Wonder Bread's the only one I'm missing loose now. But ironically, I was missing that. Didn't have Blast Attack's weapon, and despite having all sorts of things and bags of over the years, I never had it, and it was really cool. I reached out to the community, asked if anyone had it, and it was a very cool, affordable price. They shipped it out, and you know, it was really cool. Oh, speaking of shipping out, I shipped out all the prizes. The only person that hasn't gotten anything is the person that was overseas. I'm sorry. I actually am sending you something, so I figured out how to get that taken care of without having to pay a thick envelope and having to get around that. But I have a little prize coming for you too. But aside from that, thank you for watching. So this is kind of cool too. Some of the stuff that I get from Europe, they know that they have these little school sets, and that is a pain in the ass. There's no way you guys are going to be able to see this, but the little paperclip sets and things like that, he just kind of threw these in as a freebie. These are just the Orko's magic coins. But these things are freaking cool. I have no idea if it's going to focus on that enough. I'm gonna wait a second, my 8-second delay, and we'll see. We can get even closer, it looks like. Alright, you guys don't give a shit about a paperclip. Oh, alright, so here's Anthony just walked in the room. So here's something picked up from a buddy of mine. I was really excited. I remember when he got this in a lot, and I was like, oh, no way. He didn't know what it was, which now he does, but he knew, and it was cool. I've got, I've got the fighter, and I didn't have it, but unbroken. That damn, every one of them is broken. Why? It's the stupidest design ever. You either mount them on the top, you mount them on the bottom, however you mount them. That freaking thing always broke. Always broke. I've got 4 of them that are broken. I've got one in box that hasn't even been, well, it must have been assembled once, but the stickers are unapplied, everything, it's broken. So, it sucks. Okay, so here's a little hint for a little twist on some modern stuff. I got a couple Diorbs. Because again, if anything to do with Masters, I gotta get. So, I got myself Man at Arms, which he's a regular figure that you can find. Shout out to Gavin Willard, Tardy's Collector Corner. Good guys. You ask and they can get it, they'll get it for you, and it's awesome. And they remember what you ask for. And then this past weekend? Yeah, this past weekend was the Byron Center, not Byron Center. It's on Byron Center. It's just off. Sorry, it's here in Grand Rapids. There's a little toy show, and my wife is gonna kill me. Podcast was there, and Pete McCarthy was there doing his thing, and he had his booth with a bunch of his books, and he gave me this guy. All I did was do some basic grunt work. I mean, just friends. I helped him move his stuff in. He just said, "Here you go, man. Thank you. This is super. It's super cool, man. I know it doesn't mean much to some, but that's super awesome." I also picked up. I had the Filmation series. A friend of mine from Steve's Toy Desk, again, part of the Your Wife's Gonna Kill Me, My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast. I had it. I didn't have them beforehand, but now I do. Clawful. Most people don't care for him, but I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't really care for this version of him. I do like it. Of course, I've got to have it. I like the fact that it's Filmation, but anyway, he's awesome to have, and now that this is done, who knows what's going to happen with that line. Got the email. Hope you guys, Super 7 subscribers, got it as well. I got, what is it, the Sorceress from the 3 3/4 inch, and then I forgot, I think another wave of Muscle or something like that. But anyway, let's see, what else did we get? Well, since we were in small modern, we might as well keep that way. Again, shout out to Tardy's Collector Corner. Hooked me up and got both of these guys. Again, I cannot say how much I appreciate the heads up, the looking out, the stuff like that. It's just really cool. So I appreciate it immensely, and it's cool. So there are 2 things here today that I'm gonna reveal that are not masters per se, but are just, it's freaking cool. One of them is just, I'm beyond excited about. Anyway, more stuff. Here is something that I tried to figure out how I could display this, but the show beam. This thing is so freaking cool. I think we can do it real quick here. I think I can turn the lights off, and let's make sure that it's a real finicky switch. But yes, it's still working.
You want me to do that real quick?
Yeah, you can go ahead and turn the light off, and we'll see what's going on. Let's see. Maybe get the chair. How's that look in there, bud? Can you see that on the camera there?
Look. Yeah. Kinda.
Kinda?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's take this off. Let's point it down. Anthony, put that right back where it was. Point it down at the floor. We'll try to adjust this a little bit. It's a pain in the butt. Sorry, guys. But, wait, here's a comic box. Put it right on top. There we go. The camera flips with me, I hope. It's already blinding, so it's too hard to see, but it changes. This is freaking awesome. It's a flashlight Viewmaster. I know this is upside down, so sorry it's frustrating. I freaking hate these backward camera deals, but I'm going to make it work. Let's see how that looks over here. I'll flip it back. Try to get it in view. It's too hard to see on the green. Oh well, lights back on. Alright, so I think we got the camera situated back to where we were at. And pretty close. I will get it taken care of, Anthony. Thank you much. There we go. Turn that off. Ironically, the camera is sitting right next to the Viewmaster set and a package of 3D Viewmaster things, or the regular wheels. These things, I think Tom Ace has it. Surprisingly, he has one of everything, or has had. I would love to get my hands on one of these in box, but you just don't see these that often. As a matter of fact, I think I saw it on a G.I. Joe site, maybe, or maybe it was a vintage site asking for Joe stuff. I can't remember, but again, it was really cool. All right, so here's another. This is cool. Jason Boonstra, again, a local guy. I have Stridor, but mine was really beat to crap. It was sealed, but it's got tape on it, like it had been, like it got damaged, and the store wanted to keep it from getting even worse. But this is freaking amazing. No bend in the back, no crease. There is a small little crack in the blister, but it's very minuscule. What's up, Damien? I do see you. So anyway, I upgraded. If anyone's interested in a Stridor, I've got one, but again, it's nothing special or fantastic quality. All right, so how do I get to 60 items? Well, a big shout out to, I think it was Jimmy Wooten, if I'm not mistaken. He reached out from one of the videos he had seen, and he had asked about some comics, and I was like, well, I've got almost all the comics, and I'm missing some of the Star ones, the last I think 7 or 8, but most of the new ones that are out, and the mini comic, obviously the Ultimate Battleground. I don't have Eternia yet, but he was talking about the UK comics, and I know Wayne Scott had asked about this earlier. What was I looking for? These are the bad boys that I'm trying to find. Jimmy took care of me amazingly well. He sent over, I think, about 50 of these, and some of the artwork is it's really cool. I'm not going to go through all 50 of these, but I mean, it's just here. Here's a small stack, fan it out. But then there is something I do want to bring up with this. But here is the other. This is freaking awesome. I haven't looked at these all yet. Oh, look at this. It's unbelievable. I mean, it is believable. I'm holding it. It's not something that's not real, but this is so freaking cool. There's Christmas specials. It's like a cross between the U.S. Motu magazine and a comic. They're huge. They're way bigger than our comics. But one of the things that I noticed right off the bat when I got this was this particular, and I got to make sure I don't roll over these things with this chair. Speaking of which, I'm probably going to get a new chair. Not that any of you give a shit about that, but it's going to be pimp, and I really like it. So this is the comic that I wanted to talk about just for a second. So I don't know if you can see that at the bottom there, but it's an anniversary special, and it's Who is Horde Prime? And, you know, I remember when Matty Collector had come out, and being honest, I didn't really pay that close attention to Horde Prime. I thought, whoa, it's a really wicked, cool looking figure. And is he... no. I don't have... I used to have him out towards the front, but I don't seem to have him out towards the front right now. Checking to see. Ah, shit. No. No. And... sorry. No. Okay, so, anyway... Horde Prime looks really cool now, but in this version, You don't look. They didn't make this version. And I guess that's my point. Is that as soon as I find him, this is Horde Prime, and apparently there's a third sword. And no, I'm a dumbass. I haven't read this, but it says the third sword part. What is that? 4 in the top corner there. That's Horde Prime. He's got these freaking tentacle things. It's cool, but drop the speed. Who cares? But he's not at all like the figure that they released. Here's another couple good shots of him. Turn this overhead light on. It just helps with a little bit. That is not at all what I see in the figure. And you know, I gotta say that tentacles they're getting weird. They're starting to look into that space mutant time, which makes sense. It's the end of the line, I guess. But I would love to have seen this figure made. I would love to see what a classic version of this would have looked like. Not a Four Horsemen. The whole Four Horsemen's work is just amazing. I want to see what if there had been a 87 or 88 or an 89 version of a classic Masters. I'd love to see what this was. But there's a little tear in the back. I don't know. I doubt I'll ever see it. But that's how we kind of got to 60 plus items. So I hope that wasn't too much of a tease. It'll be really fun to look through all of it. But that'll be over time. So, all right. For those of you that know me, Masters is obviously the mainstay. This is what I do for fun, to try to relax. Sometimes the toy trading and collecting gets frustrating, but ultimately it's moments that, you know, like I had with the comics just a moment ago, and I just realized that one of the items I can't show you, but I can tell you what it is. It's another Deorb, but I was out today at the mall, and they had a Deorb Juggernaut, and that's what I was going to get at. Those of you that know me, there are 4 or 5 things that I really, really, really like. As far as toy collecting goes, Masters takes the cake. Anything to do with Masters of the Universe, I'm pretty much in. Save the New Adventures line. The other lines that I'm really, really passionate about are Mask from the 80s, Mobile Armored Strike Command. I love the Hulk, and I love Juggernaut. And finding Juggernaut, they just don't make a lot of Juggernaut, which pisses me off. I mean, he's one of the most powerful figures in the entire Marvel universe, at least when he's being a bad guy. If he's fighting for Excalibur, that's a different story. Now I'm going off on a tangent, so I'll stop. This is Motu for the most part. So anyway, the cool part here is that there is one thing that is not that is just super cool. If you remember in the 80s, they did a lot of train sets. The A-Team had a train set. Dukes of Hazzard had a train set. G.I. Joe had a train set. Transformers had a wicked train set. Everyone was making train sets. They were by Tyco or somebody like that. And Mask had a train set. I have the train set, and I have it. It's up storaged and stored away. And it used to be all back along that wall was all my Mask stuff. And I just had to make room for the He-Man. But I did not have, and this is so freaking cool, I did not have an original Boulder Hill set. Now, if you remember on those train sets, the bases and stuff were cardboard. And this came from, I think it was from Germany. I mean, it's awesome. He remembered, because I had bought the train set from a while ago. The pieces all fold together. There's a base piece. There's the gas station blasters. There's some other pieces too. And then, of course, the main road, the deck, if you will, for it. It's again, getting these little pieces like this are what it's about. I think for a lot of us, and like I said, there's another couple pieces in here, but again, I was extremely happy to get this. But anyway, I digress. There are some other things that I haven't revealed or shown yet from my collection that I'll show at another point in time, and you'll get an idea of what I mean by I'm a Hulk fan and a Juggernaut fan. Some of those things are in another part of the house. So I think that's about it. You know, let me know the feedback on. Wayne Scott, I am going to continue to try to hunt for the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Mine is not one that you would want anyway. It's loose, but its package is beat to shit. So if anyone out there happens to know of a reasonably priced Tyrannosaurus Rex sealed, I know that's a tall order, but they're out there, and want to hook Wayne Scott up if we can. Let me know. Let him know. Reach out, and you know, I'm gonna do another 360 rotary video here and just kind of keep doing those. You know, let me know who you want to see, and thank you so much for listening and watching, and we'll catch you here very soon. Anything that you guys want to see or any requests, let me know. I'm going to keep hunting. There is nothing that I'm aware of right now that's huge that's coming in the mail, so it may be a little break here, but I'll take any requests and always willing to talk to anybody and try to hunt for anything. If you're overseas, I don't mind trying to help out. There's some good reciprocity that we can have, and you know, like these guys here. That's how they sold the erasers. Now I got keychains in there too, but that's from Italy. So I mean, I'm all for trying to work out and work relationships with the international, because I know it's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. So anyway, take it easy. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya.